Welcome to Everyday Linux User. In today's video we are taking a break from OpenSUSE and looking at one of the other distros that have been released this year, and that distro is Linux Lite. Linux Lite is based on Ubuntu 24.04, which is the long-term support release, and uses the XFCE desktop and aims to work on older and low-powered computers. The installer is the old Ubiquity installer, which amazingly still works even though it is looking slightly dated. Installation is straightforward, however, as is shown here. The boot time isn't particularly impressive and it is up to a minute, but when you get it you will see a welcome screen where you can do things like install updates, drivers, etc. Setting up hardware is a mixed bag. Wi-Fi is fairly straightforward. Choose your network and enter a password. Printing is a bit trickier. I have an HP printer and you will see I go through the print setup. It looks okay and it looks like it's going to work, but only to be denied at the final hurdle. To get around this I had to install the HP lib GUI and set up the print from there. There is no Bluetooth icon by default in the system tray, but running Bluetooth Manager then provides one, and I am able to set up my Bluetooth speaker fairly easily. The system is lightweight, and even though the HP top here shows over a gig in usage, much of that is down to OBS Studio, which is being used to record the video. There is a mixed array of software installed by default: Shotwell Photo Editor, GNOME Image Editor, LibreOffice, VLC, and surprisingly Chrome as the web browser. Not everything works as shown here. The firewall fails to connect. For installing software there is Synaptic, but there is also Lite software, which enables you to search for most software packages. It isn't made clear at any point whether they are snaps, flatpaks, or native Debian packages. Most users probably won't care too much, but it would be nice to know. The settings screen enables you to do a lot of good stuff, and you can see here there is a decent set of wallpapers available by default. Linux Lite has a lot of in-house written tools, and as you can see here I am using the theme manager to install a new theme. Lite Desktop lets you choose which icons are shown on the desktop, but not all tools do what you expect. For instance, Linux Lite Info is supposed to show hardware information, but it isn't clear where that is written to as it isn't displayed. Lite Network Shares enables you to set up Samba, but it doesn't work every time and really only shows a config page. It is just as easy to use the terminal for this. Lite Sources shows the nearest locations for selecting the repositories, but I was hoping it was going to show which repos were enabled and whether it was using snaps or flatpaks. Lite Tweaks lets you fix various parts of your system, but it's more to do with clearing caches and reclaiming memory, which isn't a bad thing, but it's not to do with tweaking your actual user interface or anything. Lite User Manager can be used to create new users and adjust the groups you belong to. And there is finally Lite Widget, which shows system information in a cocky fashion. All in all, Linux Lite is okay and is reasonable for the everyday Linux user, but there are a few pain points as I've mentioned in this video. It is a little bit let down by the slightly archaic installer, the slow boot times, and the odd bugs and failures. In the next video I will be trying another XFCE based distro so that you can decide which of these XFCE based distros is most suitable for your needs. Until then, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time on Everyday Linux User.